Sadhu, Sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious children, once again you have joined with another episode in Mirror of Dhamma program. So today we are going to learn about our mind. Now, in earlier programs, I have taught you some Dhamma facts about the mind, how our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, taught about the mind. So today, we are going to learn something important and something different about our mind. Supreme Buddha taught us that the nature of our mind is that it tends always to the evil side. That is the normal nature of this untamed mind. Right? When we take about our mind, it is always doing so many evil things. Right? It does not tend to the wholesome side always. It is very hard to do wholesome things, to do good things. Supreme Buddha said, doing bad things, doing evil things which brings the harms to you and to the others is very easy. Now when we take about our practical life children, it is very easy to kill an animal, it is very easy to steal something from someone, it is very easy to tell lies, right? It is very easy to get angry. So those evil things are very easy, they are something that can be done easily. But Supreme Buddha said, if there is something that is known as good, which brings the good and happiness to you as well as to the others, doing such actions, doing such wholesome things is the most hardest thing in this world. So, our mind always tends to do what is easy, right? Normally, we like to do what is easy, right? We like to get something cheap, right? So, Supreme Buddha said the nature of your mind is that it always tends to do evil things. So it is the nature. Sometimes we cannot control our evil thoughts. Can we? Sometimes we can't. Most of the times we can't, right? When we get angry, most of the times we get out of our control. We become out of our control, right? When we get jealous, we are out of control. That jealous may act on our mind and we act upon that jealous by our body and our speech. When we get angry, the anger conquers our mind and we act upon that anger. We yell at our parents, we yell at our friends, we become angry, we become grumpy. The reason behind this that we cannot control these emotions. We cannot control these evil thoughts because we don't have the practice of this controlling. So Supreme Buddha taught some ways to practice this control. How to control your evil thoughts. How you should deal with these evil thoughts. When you get angry, how should you deal with that? So today, I am going to teach you that wonderful sutta, right? This sutta is known as Vitakka Santana Sutta. In this sutta, Supreme Buddha teaches us, if there is an evil thought that pops up in your mind, to eliminate that evil thought, you have to practice. You have to go in these advices and practice them. And if you practice these instructions, surely those evil thoughts are going to fade away. So before learning that, let's pay our homage to our great teacher Supreme Buddha and let's go for refuge to the triple gems, and after observing 5 precepts, let's learn this wonderful and amazing sutta. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, first of all, Let's all together pay homage to our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, and let's go for refuge to the triple gems. Say with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Sanghaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, to observe 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, to rebirth in heaven, and to realize the 4 noble truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, let's all together pay homage to triple gems. Say with me. My homage to Supreme Buddha. Buddha is my refuge every day. My homage to Supreme Dhamma. Dhamma is my refuge every day. My homage to Supreme Sangha. Sangha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. First of all, may all of our homage be to our Kalyana Mitra, Pinat Loku Swamin Wahanse, who showed us this Gautam Buddha's Supreme Dhamma. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious children, welcome to Mirror of Dhamma program. Today, we are going to learn how to control our emotions, how to control these evil thoughts. Now, evil thoughts are something that we cannot control easily because it enters to our mind so fast, we cannot detect that, we cannot identify that. So what happens is that these evil thoughts come to our mind and we don't know about that, we have no idea about that. Sometimes we may act upon that evil thoughts. So if you act or if you say something with evil intentions, right, bad intentions, all the actions that comes out of your body are evil. All the words that comes out of your mouth are evil. So Supreme Buddha said, if a person with evil mind speaks or acts, Supreme Buddha said, suffering will surely follow him. Supreme Buddha gave a wonderful and nice simile for that. As the cart wheel follows the ox, the suffering will follow that person. So that is why Supreme Buddha said that you should be away from evil thoughts. Though our great teacher Supreme Buddha instructed that, now in the practical life, you feel that it is very hard to do. Yes, it is something that is very hard to do. That is one of the most hardest things in this world, children. You have to know that, right? There are so many hard things in this world. People may consider some things like some actions, some works as hard, right? But that is to the normal world. They don't deal with this mind. They don't deal with these evil intentions. To control your evil intentions, to control your mind, to be self-disciplined is the most hardest thing that one can do in this life. So as Buddhists, as sons and daughters of Supreme Buddha, you are lucky that you have the power and you have the willpower to control your anger, to control your emotions. Now, when you are born to this world, your parents, right, the people around you, you found very lucky and meritorious parents. So they taught you to not to get angry. You should be away from anger. You should not let the evil thoughts to come to your mind. So you are very lucky to hear these things, these advices. So many children in this world, almost all the children except you, right, they don't know that anger is something that is harmful for their mind. They don't know the jealous is harmful for their mind. So as Buddhists, as sons and daughters of Supreme Buddha, you're very lucky to hear these wonderful advices of our great teacher Supreme Buddha, children. So we are going to learn, today we are going to learn wonderful sutta. The name of this sutta is Vitakka Santana Sutta. In this sutta, our great teacher Supreme Buddha describes us that if an evil thought pops up in your mind, so how to deal with that evil thought, what you should do with that evil thought, how to eliminate that evil thought. So here are some instructions and procedures and advices that has given by our great teacher Supreme Buddha. Supreme Buddha says that if an evil thought like anger, resentment, jealous, lust, desire, ego, there are so many, thousands and thousands of evil thoughts that pop up in our mind. So if such an evil thought pops up in your mind, what you have to do? The first thing Supreme Buddha said, do not give your attention to that evil thoughts. Normally, when the evil thoughts are popping up in your mind, when the evil thoughts are coming into your mind, the normal thing that we do is that we give our attention to that. Right? We turn to that evil thought and we work with that. Supreme Buddha said, and you should not give attention to that evil thought. You should give attention to something wholesome at that time. So suppose if anger comes to your mind, what you have to do? You have to give attention to love and kindness. Right? So when you get angry on your, maybe let's take you got angry on your brother or sister, right? Then you are in anger, you're boiling up inside. The normal thing that we do, we act upon that anger. What you should do is, should never give the attention to that anger. Let the anger be there, but we should not give attention. So at that time, we should give our attention, we should shift our attention to something wholesome, and that is the love and kindness, compassion. You can recall the qualities of your brother and sister. They may have good qualities. Now normally, your brothers and sisters, the people around you, they have good qualities, right? But the problem is we don't see much good qualities. We are not programmed to see the qualities of people, good qualities of the people. So you can give attention to good qualities, your brother or sister. And when you are giving the compassion, the space to compassion in your heart, children, that evil thought will start to fade away, it will start to disappear, because you are not giving the attention to that. So that is the first thing that you should do if an evil thought comes to your mind. So if jealous pops up in your mind, what you have to do? You have to see the good of others and wish the well-being and the success of people. Right? If you see students and children who can study better than you, don't be jealous at them. Because by being jealous, we cannot gain anything. We cannot gain even a little thing by merely, simply being jealous. No, we cannot gain anything. So what you have to do, stop being jealous to others. Instead, you can be happy by seeing the success of others. So if they are studying better than you, children, you can wish, oh, may they have the opportunity to study well. May they be success in their lives. May they be happy every day like this. If you are not being jealous, right? If you are being joyful by seeing the other's success, you don't give the space to the evil thoughts, then those jealousness, right, those jealousy thoughts will start to fade away. That is the first step that you can do. And here comes the second step. Sometimes, children, though we give attention to something wholesome like that, when the anger comes into our mind, if we give the attention to love and kindness, that evil thought may not fade away easily. And normally the evil thoughts will stay and it will deeply rooted in our mind. That is the nature of evil. So Supreme Buddha said, if by giving the attention to something wholesome, if the evil thought does not fade away, you have to do this. It is the second step. Supreme Buddha said, you should examine the danger of that evil thought. Now, evil thoughts are so much and super danger for our life. Dangerous. It is dangerous. You have to keep it in your mind. Normally, we don't feel that danger when we get angry, do we? We don't feel that. Because when we are angry, we always try to stay in that anger. We are being joy by being angry. We become happy by merely blaming others. But that happiness will last only for few minutes, few seconds. But after that, you will have to face the consequences of that anger. That will last long for the whole samsara. So that is why Supreme Buddha said, you have to give attention. You have to examine the danger, the dangerous side of these evil thoughts. When you get angry, think like this: oh, I should not be angry like this. If I stayed like this, if I practiced anger in my heart, I will be angry forever, then that will become a habit. And if I died with anger, I will not have the opportunity to be born in a good destination. Surely, children, keep it in your mind, if you died in a moment that you are in anger, Supreme Buddha said, he will never go to a good destination. He will surely be born in a bad destination. So that is why Supreme Buddha said, you have to examine and remember and remind the danger of that anger, danger of that evil thoughts. That is the second step, right? The first step is give the attention to something wholesome, right? Second step is examine the danger of that thought, evil thought. Let's go to the third step. Supreme Buddha teaches us, as the third step, if that evil thought does not fade away by examining the danger, then what you have to do? Supreme Buddha said, try not to give any attention to that. Ignore it, right? Try to forget that evil thought. Now, if you are not giving any attention to that, if you are letting the thoughts to be thoughts, and if you are not acting upon those thoughts, with the time, these evil thoughts may fade away, right? So what you have to do, don't give any attention. Remember, thoughts are not you. Thoughts are thoughts. Your choice, you have the choice whether to act upon that evil thought or not to act upon that evil thought. So what you have to choose is, you should not act upon that evil thought. Let your evil thoughts to be forget. Ignore them. By ignoring, we can escape from these evil things, children. That is the third step. Third step is just ignore them. And let's learn the fourth step. Now here comes the fourth step. So Supreme Buddha teaches us, if that evil thought does not fade away by just ignoring it, Supreme Buddha teaches us, you should give the attention to these thoughts, that how these thoughts arise in our mind. What is the reason for this arising? What is the reason for these evil thoughts? Now, suppose you get angry, right? You get angry upon your brother. Then if you think, why did I get angry? Then you can find, oh, I saw my brother's bad qualities. I saw my brother disturbing me. So by seeing that, I got angry. I thought in an evil way. So I should not think like that. Then if you are giving your attention to how these thoughts are formed, then you are shifting your attention from that evil thoughts to the formation of that thought. That means you are shifting that attention from the evil thought. Then you are not going to act upon that evil thought. So as the fourth step, children, when an evil thought pops up in your mind, what you have to do? You have to think how these evil thoughts comes to my mind. What is the reason? What is the secret behind this? What is the problem behind this? If you are giving attention to that, those evil thoughts will fade away with the time. Right? So that is the fourth step. Okay, let's learn the fifth step. That is the final step. Supreme Buddha said, there are such powerful evil thoughts. Sometimes they may not fade away by just giving the attention to how these thoughts are formed. Then Supreme Buddha said, you should take big effort to your body and to your mind, and you should threaten your mind. You can blame to your mind. You can blame to yourself, what am I thinking now? I should not think like this. It is not suitable for me as a son of Supreme Buddha, a daughter of Supreme Buddha. It is not suitable for me to think these evil thoughts. If you are threatening your mind, if you are blaming your mind, then your mind will become afraid of thinking those evil thoughts. Right? Your mind will become afraid of to think that evil thoughts. So with the time, you may not get used to these evil thoughts, and you can easily identify when an evil thought pops up in your mind, because you are not used to that. Right? You are not used to that. That evil thought is something new for your mind, because you have got used to wholesome thoughts. So you can easily identify when an evil thought comes to your mind. Children, if you practice these 5 instructions, 5 steps to abandon evil thoughts, surely you will have a mind that is free from evil thoughts, children. So let's summarize this. As the first step, you have to give attention to wholesome thoughts instead of giving attention to evil thoughts. That is the first step. Second step is you should examine the danger of these evil thoughts. Right? You have to examine the dangerous situations, the consequences of these evil thoughts. As the third step, try to ignore that. Right? Let the thoughts be thoughts. You should not be the thoughts. Right? That is the third step. Fourth step, give attention to how these thoughts are formed, the formation of thoughts. And as the fifth step, you have to threaten your mind by taking a huge effort to your body and to your mind. If you do these things, you will have a wonderful and beautiful mind which is free from. So practice these instructions and the advices of our great teacher Supreme Buddha, and I wish you all, may all of you have a wonderful and beautiful mind which is free from evil thoughts. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Now children, we have come to the session of meditation. Today, we are going to do loving kindness meditation. We are going to spread the love and kindness to all the beings who live in this whole world. So before doing the meditation, let's get ready for that. So sit in a relaxed position, make your body straight, and keep your right palm on the left palm, and relax your body, relax your mind, relax your shoulders, and gently close the eyes. And when you hear my voice, pay attention to that and think according to my words.
Children, today we are going to do Karuna meditation. We are going to spread our compassion to all beings in this whole universe. When you hear my voice, listen to it very carefully. May I be free from physical suffering. May I be free from mental suffering. May I have physical well-being. May I have mental well-being. May I be free from suffering. May I be healthy. May I live happily. May all beings around me be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in my village be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in this city be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in this country be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in this world be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings in this whole universe be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they have physical well-being. May they have mental well-being. May they be free from suffering. May they be healthy. May they live happily. May all beings live happily. May all beings live happily. May all beings live happily. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Now children, we have come to the session of good deeds where we watch and share the merits that has done by the children all around the world. So let's watch the merits that has done by the children and let's be happy with them and let's share the merits that has done by the children. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai.
Namo Buddhaya. You have now come to a good deeds session where we read and watch the good deeds done by children all around the world. My name is Dinu Daham and today I'm here with Devanga.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Devanga. Today we'll be watching the good deeds done by Onarupasika. She has sent a beautiful presentation teaching us a very important lesson. This presentation is about how to show respect to monks. Let's see her marvelous presentation and please have a strong determination to develop this quality in your lives. How to respect monks. You must stand up if you are seated. You must offer a seat. Cover the seat with a white cloth. Go down on your knees and worship them. Offer gilampasa, such as tea, coffee, or soft drinks. Offer pirikara, such as robes, books, or something useful. The monks will bless you for a healthy, long life. We share merits with Loku 𝐿𝐸𝐴𝐻, Miro Dhamma Swaminwansa, and all the monks and the nuns all around the world. We also share merit with the children who practice the Dhamma. May you all realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits for Onaro Upasika for sending her marvelous good deeds, showing how we should respect the Mahasangha. We all should practice these good deeds from our childhood and continue to do them, and collect many merits to our lives. It will be very valuable and everyone will love us. We rejoice in your merits. Many merits for Devanga Upasika for voiceovering and editing this beautiful video.
You can also create short 1 to 2 minutes presentations or videos about any Dhamma topic or any meritorious deed you have done. You can then send them to our email address. We can share them with the whole world and rejoice in that merit.
If you have any photos of any meritorious deeds you have done, you can send them to our email address, which will appear on the screen. We will all rejoice in your good deeds and we could share them with the whole world.
Today we watched many good deeds done by children all around the world. May you all be able to accumulate many merits, follow the Noble Eightfold Path, and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. May we all reflect wisely on our actions and make good choices that will benefit us in this life and benefit us in the next life. May you also have the opportunity to do more meritorious deeds and to send your good deeds to our email address.
These meritorious deeds will help us to propagate the Dhamma and teach others to do meritorious deeds as well. We rejoice in all your good deeds. The whole world rejoices in them too. Therefore, my dear Dhamma friends, do not miss this rare opportunity. Be diligent in collecting many merits to our lives. May all of us have the opportunity to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Teruvan Saranai, Namo Buddhaya. They sacrificed their lives for children. They gave birth to us. Because of them, we are alive today. They introduce us to their world. Their love is the only love that is truly selfless, unconditional, and forgiving.
What would you do if you were suffering from a headache? Yes, some may cry, some may take medicine, etc. Many are the dangers associated with this body. In this body, many kinds of illnesses arise.
Namo Buddhaya. You have now come to the World News and Buddha's Great Message session, where we read the news that happen all around the world and see what lessons we can learn from these news according to Supreme Buddha's teachings. My name is Devanga and today I'm here with Devindu. Our Supreme Buddha told even if you were to carry your mother on one shoulder and your father on the other shoulder for 100 years and were to look after them by massaging, bathing, giving food, rubbing their body, and cleaning them, you cannot repay your parents in that way. Do you know the reason for this? Our parents do so much for their children. They sacrificed their lives for children. They gave birth to us. Because of them, we are alive today. They care for us, they nourished us, they introduce us to their world. Their love is the only love that is truly selfless, unconditional, and forgiving. Therefore, mothers and fathers are called Brahma and first teachers. Let's see the news now. The 23-year-old won Thailand's first gold medal in the Tokyo Olympics Women's Taekwondo 49-kilogram category on July 24th. The Thailand Taekwondo team touched down at Phuket International Airport. which was crowded with fans and officials who were there to send their congratulations. Amongst the crowd of people, her father, the Phuket governor 𝐒𝐸𝐿, and the Taekwondo Association of Thailand President 𝐒𝐸𝐤 𝐢𝐴 were there to congratulate her, said Bangkok Post. In a touching scene, Penny Pak knelt and presented her gold medal to her father, who was waiting for her arrival at the airport. She placed the gold medal around his neck and he proudly threw his fist into the air, which led the crowd to cheer and clap. He later returned the medal and placed it back around the champion's neck. She also paid respect to the coach, her team, and the Taekwondo Association of Thailand presidents. Parents show their children compassion and are worthy of receiving gifts from them. Therefore, wise children should pay homage to their parents, honor them, and provide them with food, drink, clothing, and bedding. They should anoint and bathe them and wash the dust from their feet. Performing these services for their parents, wise children are praised in this life and in the next. They rejoice in heaven. In addition to that, our supreme teacher taught that if someone rouses his unvirtuous parents, settles and establishes them in virtue, rouses his stingy parents and settles and establishes them in generosity, rouses his unfaithful parents and settle and establish faith in Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, involve them in meritorious deeds, those wise children repay one's mother and father.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Devindu. The COVID-19 pandemic is still taking too many lives and has caused increase in anxiety and stress. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if you were suffering from a headache? Yes, some may cry, some may take medicine, etc. But great sages tried to solve their problems from the Supreme Dhamma. Once when our Arhat Anuruddha Thero was ill, he was able to bear the pain by practicing the 4 foundations of mindfulness, and that was the way in which Arhats lived and practiced. The wise sages are diligent among the negligent. They are awake and meditate when others sleep. They advance like a swift horse, leaving the weak one behind. They make for themselves the island called Nibbana, which no flood can overwhelm. See how amazing they are? About 56 million people in the world died in 2017. More than 70% died from non-communicable chronic diseases. These are not passed from person to person and typically progress slowly. The biggest single killer is cardiovascular disease, which affects the heart and arteries and is responsible for every 3rd death. This is twice the rate of cancers. The second leading cause, which account for 1 in 6 of all deaths, other than non-contagious diseases such as diabetes, certain respiratory diseases, and dementia, are also near the top of the list. Have you heard of the perception of danger? Our great teacher told our Venerable Ananda Thero that a monk, having gone to the forest to the shade of a tree, or to a secluded place, wisely reflects thus: many are the sufferings, many are the dangers associated with this body. In this body, many kinds of illnesses arise, such as eye illnesses, ear illnesses, nose illnesses, teeth illnesses, body illnesses, head illnesses, outer ear illnesses, mouth illnesses, teeth illnesses, cough, asthma, catarrh, heartburn, fever, stomachache, fainting, dysentery, gripes, cholera, leprosy boils, scrofula, tuberculosis, epilepsy, skin diseases, itch, scab, chickenpox, scabies, jaundice, diabetes, paralysis, cancer, fistula, illnesses arising from disorder of bile, illnesses arising from disorder of phlegm, illnesses arising from disorder of wind, illnesses arising from combination of bodily humors, illnesses arising from changes of the climate, illnesses arising from the careless bodily behavior, illnesses arising from attacks, illnesses arising from the result of karma, cold, heat, hunger, thirst, defecation, urination. Thus, he dwells contemplating the danger in this body. This is called perception of danger. So my dear Dhamma friends, why don't we start to contemplate the danger in this body like this? This will help you get rid of the stress, anxiety, and also help to understand the true nature of this body. We will see you all next week. Teruvan Saranai, Namo Buddhaya.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, now we are going to chant Pirith. So today we are going to chant Angulimala Pirith. So take out the book of Pali English, Pirith chanting book, and turn to page 171. That's where we find Angulimala Pirith. So let's chant Angulimala Pirith today. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Chant with me. Parittang yang bhanantassa nisinnatthana dhovanang udakampi vinaseti sabbameva parissayam sottinagabhavuttanang yancha sadheti tang khane Theravada lokanatena bhasitam kapathai mahatejang paritang tang bhanamahe. Even the water that is used to wash the seat which Arahant Angulimala sat on and recited this Pirith, that water can end all sufferings. If a pregnant mother suffers from any pain, she will be well and be strong enough to stand instantly. Now we shall recite that very powerful Pirith taught by the Buddha to Arahant Angulimala, which will hold its power for an eon. Yatohang bhagini ariyaya jatiya jato nabhijanami sanchicha panang jivita voropeta tena sachena sottite hotu sottigabhasati. Sister, from the day I was born in the noble birth, which leads to supreme Nibbana, from that day on, I am not aware of myself killing any living beings deliberately. By this truth, may you be well. May the delivery of your child be peaceful. Yatohang bhagini ariyaya jatiya jato nabijanami sanchicha panang jivita voropeta Tena sacchena sothite hotu sothigabhasati. Sister, from the day I was born in the noble birth which leads to supreme Nibbana, from that day on I am not aware of myself killing any living beings deliberately. By this truth, may you be well. May the delivery of your child be peaceful. Yatohang bhagini ariyaya jatiya jato nabhijanami sanchichya panang jivita voropeta tena sachena sottite hotu sottigabhasati. Sister, from the day I was born in the noble birth which leads to supreme Nibbana, from that day on I am not aware of myself killing any living beings deliberately. By this truth, may you be well. May the delivery of your child be peaceful. Etena sachena suvati hotu. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Now children, we have come to the final session of our Mirror of Dhamma program. So it is time to share merits. So today we collected lots of merits to our life. We paid homage to the Supreme Buddha, we went for refuge to the Triple Gems, and we learned about the good qualities of good friends and noble friends, and we did meditation, and we chanted Pirith. So on, we collected many merits to our life. First of all, let's share these merits with the gods who protect this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. May all the gods rejoice in this merit. May they be well and happy. May they live long. And may they protect all the children who join to Mirror of Dhamma program today. And may all the gods realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with all the departed relatives of all of us. May all the departed relatives rejoice in this merit, and may they escape from this samsara as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And also children, let's share all the merits that we collected today with our Pinmat Loku Swamin Wahanse, the noble friend, the Kalyana Mitra of all of us. May our Loku Swamin Wahanse rejoice in this merit, and may he be well and happy. May he live long, and may he live a happy life. And may he realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all of our parents rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy. May they live long, may they live a happy life, and may all of their good hopes become true. And may our parents rejoice in this merit, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with the monks and the nuns of Mahamevnawa monasteries and the monks and the nuns all around the world. May Mahasangha rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy. May they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And finally, let's share all the merits with all children who watch this Mirror of Dhamma Kids program. May all of you rejoice in this merit, and may you be well and happy. May you live long. May you live a happy life. May all of your good hopes become true, and may your education become successful. And may all of you realize 4 noble truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, we have come to the end of our Mirror of Dhamma Kids program. So hope you enjoy this program. Let's meet in the next week with another interesting and important teaching of our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai.